Good evening, everyone. I've chosen to come to Soy 11, just off Sukhumvit, to some dinner. And I chose the fish and chips, which I will show you very shortly. I've eaten here before many times, and the food is really, really nice, and the fish and chips especially. And this is the restaurant. As you can see, the little tuk-tuk man waiting for his next job. Taxi in Thailand. How about that? How mad's that? Taxi in Thailand, eh? Unbelievable. And I'll show you, here's a guy selling. He wants to sell screens that make the phones go larger. So here we are, guys, and the fish and chips have just arrived. So we'll have a little look at the fish and chips, and there we go. Very nice, yes. Nice fish and chips. Look at the size of that fish. That is huge. And for those that were wondering, who was standing there just then was a lady of the night. So there you go. I'll come back and show you a bit more soon, guys. Guys, I've got to say, that was absolutely 10 out of 10. Oh, that fish was so nice. Considering this is Thailand, Bangkok, they make that fish so beautiful. You don't get fish like that in the UK. When you get fish and chips, it is not made like that in the UK. As you can see, I really enjoyed it. A little update on the price, guys, for that fish and chips. So this restaurant is quite an expensive restaurant. It's not a cheap restaurant in Bangkok. And for the fish and chips, a can of Coca-Cola, so a can of Coca-Cola, and a bottle of Leo beer, that came to, translated to English pounds now, that came to £15, about £15. But that's in a, you can go and get fish and chips in Bangkok for £6, £5. It depends on the restaurant you go to, what district you go to, what area you go to. This is Soy 11, right off Sukhumvit. And it's not a cheap restaurant, but it's a beautiful restaurant, and I do give 10 out of 10 for that fish and chips. It was really, really nice. So a little bit more to come of my evening tonight. Where do I go? Where do I end up? Who do I meet? Whoa! Oh! Do I meet anyone? Will I meet anyone? You'll have to tune in later to see. See you in a minute, guys. Bye-bye. Well, guys, I've got to say, this is a new bar. This wasn't here last year when I came. So this is in Soy 11, and this is a brand new bar, and it looks like there's a club upstairs called Bathro's Juicy, very juicy. And then next door you've got Sugar Club. Anyone that wants anything sweet, you can go to Sugar Club and get something sweet. But I've never been to that one. Never seen them. And there's your taxi motorbike. So if you want a taxi on a motorbike, you just jump on the back of this here, jump on, and they'll take you. You don't need no crash helmet. You don't wear the crash helmet, you just go. Or you can go in your tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk. So if you want a tuk-tuk, there's a bit of a disco, then it's Bangkok's even got that for you. There's the famous Hillary 2. So obviously if it's called Hillary 2, there is a Hillary 1. But this year, in the same street, there's also a Hillary 3. So last year, well, the last few years when I've come here, there's been a Hillary 1 and a Hillary 2 in this Soy 11. But now, there's a Hillary 3. Unbelievable. Just a total different way of life, guys, isn't it? Hey? Just a total different way of life. Well, I'm going to go and find my next bar. I've just been to 7-Eleven. Oh, I remember, okay, 2 years ago, in here, the Chanday mansion. Well, look, it's not a mansion, I can tell you that. But I stayed there 2 years ago. I stayed in this shady mansion. It's okay. It's certainly not a mansion, guys. I think I stayed 2 days and checked out and went and got a nicer hotel, because online it looked far nicer than it was actually in person. So just for you guys, I walked the other way with the way I was going to show you the new Hillary 3. So 3 Hillarys in one street. I think that's enough for any street, isn't it, to have 3 Hillarys? Do you know what, guys? It's so hot today. It's now 11 p.m. and it's 32 degrees at 11 p.m. and I'm really sweating. I am so sweating, so hot. So I decided, before I get to the next bar, is to stop off and have a drink in the street. And there's lots and lots of these in every street, so you just sit down in the street like this. And there's my beer, and they give me a glass with some ice in, and this is my ashtray. So they give me this for an ashtray. And you just sit down in the street, watching people walk past, and you just sit in the road like this. Just sit in the road. They give you a little chair, and you sit yourself down in the road and drink a nice cold beer, which then gets you in the mood to go to the next bar. See you in the next one, guys. So for some reason, the policeman over there, Mr. Policeman, is fining someone. So he's writing out his fine. Unfortunately, I didn't see what it was for or why he's got him. But he's got him for something, and he's fining him for something, Mr. Policeman. So that's more than likely going to be a 500 baht fine. Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty boy.